Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market, you might have noticed that in the last 24 hours, the majority of the crypto market is in an uptrend. Not just up, but rather forming a trend, which is definitely suggesting that the next leg up for this bull market is going to be very good, including Bitcoin, which is actually holding over the price of 100,000, consolidating close to 101. If you pay attention to the trading volume, it's actually sustaining itself above 50 billion. If we talk about Dogecoin, it's just making sure it does not fall below the support of 40 cents while the trading volume has plummeted a little bit. There are a lot of influential people in the last 24 hours which have talked about Bitcoin in a positive sentiment. Van Eck predicts Bitcoin's price to be at 180k at all-time high in 2025. We're going to be doing something great with crypto, says Donald Trump. Lawrence says big print is coming, so the USD is going to be losing value, so $5,000 gold and 200,000 Bitcoin is around the corner. And Bitcoin, if it follows the pattern, there is more to happen. Before we get into all of this, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with the crypto market, and especially Dogecoin, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button for the latest and the greatest news first. While you're there, slap a like on the video, just tap the algorithm, push the video out to more people. More people are paying attention to what is happening in the crypto market. The user engagement goes up, more inflow of cash, the market keeps climbing, and a lot of us make a lot of profits. So make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Now, first thing I want to show you guys is the way that Bitcoin is performing. Now, it's very clear to see that in the last 24 hours, climbing from 99,000 to nearly 102,000 is definitely setting the way for the next movement. But let me tell you something. On the 18th of December or 17th, when the Fed meeting will be taking place, I believe it's on Wednesday, that's pretty much the time when all of the deciding factor is going to happen. And that's one of the reasons why you can see that ever since breaking 100k, Bitcoin price has not been able to actually sustain over 100k and actually climb to newer highs. And the reason for that is the uncertainty. There is a lot of whales which like to buy around, let's say 95,000, but after that they're gonna sell at 101. There is too much selling pressure that occurs just over the price of 100,000. So for the next leg to happen and FOMO to kick in, the only way this can happen is we need to break above 105,000 very quickly. Once that is done, there will be a lot of FOMO that will kick in, as everyone will be expecting the Bitcoin price to get to probably like 130k, and that's going to be the next leg up. But let me tell you something important. That's going to be heavily driven by what Fed is going to do on Wednesday. If they do decide to cut interest rate, that's going to be the catalyst that Bitcoin is going to need to push to the new highs. Now, I also want to mention the all-time high was actually hit at 104,000, but you can see that single day was so volatile. So the next time we get to this point, if we do get rejected, it's going to be really interesting to see how volatile the market will become. Another thing is Trump says he will work to abolish daylight saving time because it is very costly to our nation. I mean, there is the Eastern time and there is the Western time in America because it's such a big country, but getting rid of that and just having one time would be very hard because some places will have night early, some places will have it way too late. So finding the middle ground would be quite insane, and this news coming out was kind of insane. And Van Eck predicts Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana will reach new all-time high in 2025. Solana is expected to hit 500, 6,000, 180,000. And if you just pay attention to Twitter, you can see Doge and Bitcoin are trending. And another big one is Tesla. Let me tell you something important. Tesla has hit its all-time high. Right now, Doge is struggling. That's what we would be saying, because it's not able to sustain its price so well, and especially it's not getting to its all-time high anytime soon. I still stand by my words that by the end of this year, I do see that Doge will be seeing inflow of cash and maybe make it to 73 cents, which could be explosive. Now, some of you may not agree with me, but just to give you perspective, Doge is something that can go from 16 cents all the way to 40 cents in just under 3 days. So just 3 good days and we will be at its all-time high. Most likely we will be receiving some sort of huge correction after that, because that's pretty much exactly what happened. It's probably going to mirror the same idea again. And the open interest is not doing much. It's pretty much sitting at the same place, 2.7 billion from the last, I would say, 72 hours. And Lawrence, it's big print coming. Fully expect $5,000 gold and $200,000 Bitcoin. Let me tell you something interesting about this. This statement was huge because the amount of people that actually, if you guys do not know who Lawrence is, well, let me tell you that Lawrence is an internet personality who has a lot of influence, and him talking about how Bitcoin is about to do some crazy things because there will be a lot of new USD that will be printed. It's predictable. What he's trying to say is pretty much what a lot of people would be imagining. If Bitcoin follows the pattern of 2015, 2018, the next cycle top will hit in October 2025. But if Bitcoin mirrors 2011, the market top is already in. I personally feel like we're going to be following the newer cycles because 2011, it was too early into Bitcoin. There was way too little liquidity to be able to predict what would have happened around that time. Now, another thing is Senator meets with Trump, incoming Treasury Secretary Scott, to discuss the strategic Bitcoin reserve. And there are some, people talking about how there might be a strategic reserve for Ethereum as well. And this news was huge because you can see right now that is trending on Twitter as well. Strategic Bitcoin reserve. This could be a game changer because when they make the announcement that they're going to be having a Bitcoin reserve, that would definitely have a very good impact on the Bitcoin price. And US Bitcoin investor sentenced to 2 years in prison for evading tax of 4 million gains, marking the first crypto tax evasion case. This is huge because $4 million, I do understand, is a lot of money, but if they dig deeper, there will be a lot of people that have invaded a lot more tax gains and a lot of gains tax that's not being paid. And 2 years for 4 million just seems a little unfair. I personally feel like a bigger fee could have been a better option. That's all I'm going to say. And billionaire Dan says Bitcoin is much better than gold. So this is what I mean by simply announcing so many influential people talking about how Bitcoin is doing some good things. And Wales bought over 160 million Dogecoin just in the last 24 hours. 20 million Dogecoin liquidated in the last 24 hours. I mean, it's very clear to see why, because the market was super volatile, and that's obviously going to cause a lot of people to go very heavy to make money when the market shifts in a different way. And UK firms required to reveal cryptocurrency involvement or exposure by March 2025. Now, crypto is becoming in the limelight, and now people or the governments want to get involved as soon as possible. What kind of impact will it have on the overall market? It will be very interesting to see. And Bank of England, PRA, asked firms to disclose crypto investment. So it's been confirmed. So right now we're sitting at a really critical time between the banking system getting involved and crypto is free bird. So try to make your decision. Other than that, thank you for watching the video. I hope you did enjoy. Subscribe and I'll see you soon.